we're trying to show out.
For sure.
Especially for the I love Long Beach, man. So speaking of, Big West talent, let's think about like the NBA restart. Obviously, we had the huge break, and now we're into the playoffs. Has anybody impressed you specifically? Any young talent this year that got on the radar that you're like, damn, this is motivation. Maybe I can make it too, or this is like this guy came from here, man, I can do that too. Like for me, who really impressed me is Taylor Horton Tucker. I think. He showed a lot at Iowa State, but he continues to get better. And the little flat he might play 10 minutes, but it's 10 minutes he's being productive. So anybody that stood out to you?
Hero for sure.
Yeah.
Just to be that young and have that confidence in the league is crazy.
Yeah, he's a bucket, man. He's a bucket. And then you mentioned being young in the league and. You had your opportunity to declare for the league this past off season. What was that process like for you?
It was difficult just because COVID, unfortunately, put a lot of restrictions. So everything was up in the air when I declared. So it was just like too many what ifs. What's going to happen? Yeah. The NBA wasn't even sure what was going to happen. So it just wasn't the right year. 2020 had been the right year this whole year. Yeah, especially we're in an era where you can test the waters and get into pre-draft workouts, and if you can't have that, in-person evaluation, especially, a guy that you want to test your talents against, obviously other draft picks, it's just not that right. I guess it wouldn't be the right time. But throughout your whole career, everyone doesn't like to admit this, but it has to be at least one person who's giving you buckets, who's giving you a fit, hard to guard. Does anyone come to mind? If I'm talking about people that's hard to stop that come in your career that buckets.
You want to give a little shout out to? This is your first time playing at the D1 level. What was the experience or game that led you to believe like, hey, I've arrived, I can do this, I can play I'm one step closer to my dream.
First game at UCLA for sure. Just off the jump, everything felt like a movie kind of. Like it didn't feel real. Like everything was just set up, and it just felt like this is my time to shine.
Yeah, you were open, man. I remember I was like, look at the boss score. I was like, oh man, he's getting busy. I wasn't watching it. I think I was doing something, but obviously what we do with the highlights. So when I'm looking at the raw footage, I'm like, oh man, he's getting busy, man. And that's when I definitely. You already were on our radar, but we really want to start paying attention because obviously, Big West players represent a brand. Obviously, we kind of big on Lamine Janae from CSUN. But I was like, all right, man. Shout out to Chris Smith, but he's a pretty good defender, and you were giving him fits and ones. They can't really stop you, man. But any other game? You had some big games against Florida. What other games did you stand out against?
SC.
Yep, SC as well.
I wanted to beat them bad in the Galen. That was probably another one just to play in the city.
Yeah.
There's one more. I like Davis. I like playing against Davis. They gave us a touch. It's just because Davis, it's not the team like you think you're gonna just come in there and just walk over them, but they actually hoop. And that was probably one of my favorite games playing against them.
Yeah. What? Let me see. What would Les do with you? Who's guarding you? I played for Les. I was like defensive stopper, so I'm very familiar with his defensive schemes.
I want to say Mooney and the Gonzalez brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those two.
Did he was sagging off you? They play zone.
No, I think I was man to man.
Man to man? Okay. Yeah. That's a good matchup. I know Stephen Gonzalez or Stephen. I'm not sure what his sorry, I should have known. Alumni. But definitely getting a lot of looks, especially with the shooting percentage and things like that. So I thought that was really cool. The Big West is definitely getting a lot more, if it's not NBA or G League talent out of there. Because, if there's like a specialist or all-around athlete, starting to get that recognition. What was it like when you dropped, that UCLA player? Was it like, did you look at him like, oh man, I gotta finish this, or you just...
Again, it just didn't feel real, hitting him with the move, again, that's one of my things, just the setup is always a jab.
Yeah.
And that was one of my emphasis the week before, just working out, just making sure everything was crisp, and it was like a workout. Like you literally can't really prepare for that. It just happened in the moment. I'm just happy I hit the shot though.
Yeah.
For me, can't waste the highlight.
Who do you? Yeah, you can't waste the highlight. Who do you model your game after? Or there's a group of guys that you look up to. Like I know your favorite player is Kevin Durant.
Yeah, KD just as the slow. I don't want to say slow, but it's just comfortable. I move at my pace. I like KD. Harden just because I'm a lefty. His step back has really influenced my game. I had a coach, my JUCO coach was like, "That's the worst shot. Like, don't shoot that. Take that out your game." But as I developed as a player, I just showed him like that's my thing. Yeah. So say James, Kobe, post work, footwork, all that. Yeah. Again, so Michael, if I'm taking from Kobe, I'm taking from Michael. And I want to say Clay too, just because I'm trying to transition more to a shooter.
Okay, cool.
So I'm looking at a lot of Clay, just how he gets open, just his off-ball movement is just amazing.
Gotta be in shape.
For sure.
Gotta be in shape.
Wanna feel a thrust, wanna feel a touch, wanna feel a drop top breeze, wanna feel success, wanna chase a game, never chase a message, never stop growing.